everybody, welcome back to IP Farms. Well, it's another day here, still overcast and some storms, rain here or there, but I think we're going to highlight a few things on the Gooseneck today. Of course, you'll get to see the final product with the axles, show you a couple other things I've been doing. I'm leaning up against some sawmill lumber here, so let me go over a couple things with you, and we'll get a few highlights here or there, and hopefully this will be the wrap-up video on the Gooseneck, completely finished, floor and all. Well, here's the lumber. Found a local sawmill that had some that he had cut about 3 months ago. He said 3 or 4 months ago. It's not hardwood, it's pine. Really cheap compared to everything else around here. So I have my own issues with the trailer as far as the future. It's just really going to depend on how everything ends up working out exactly. This is closer to dimensional lumber than the true 2x8 stuff, but threw in a couple of 2x10s there. So I think I'm going to break these pretty much at about 11.5 feet, 12 feet, something like that. The trailer, I believe, is 22 feet total, so I think we're at like 21 something of the boards. I'm probably going to have to add a cross member just simply because I'm breaking it in the middle, but you know, we'll see. We got to get the old stuff off. That's going to be an ordeal in itself. So let me take you down to the shop, show you a couple other things we've been doing the last couple of days. Well, there's 2 of the 4 wheels that we've got to mount the tires on. I'm just going to use balance beads to balance them out, hand mount them. Had all kinds of trouble finding somebody to dismount them. I am going to own a tire machine before too much longer. Broke the handle on my manual bead breaker the other day, second time. Got the lug nuts painted. Got the hubs, the wheel bearings in and outer greased all up, packed good. Painted the hubs. Got the tires here. Might have shown you those if I did, and I'm repeating myself, I apologize. ST 235 80/16s. They're about an inch and a half shorter, so I'm looking to see where that goes. Still got pretty much teats on them. Carlisle stamped in the middle, so these don't have any miles on them. Picked those up pennies on the dollar local. Trailer floor is just awful. A couple people have asked me if I was going to haul the combine on this. I would love to. I think the truck will pull it, no problem. But I'm not going to the floor like this, and I don't know if I'm going to have time to get the floor completely in it before I need to get it picked up. The second reason is the height. We still don't know what the end result height is. I think the combine is 10.4 like it sits, or 10.5. Of course, I can let some air out of the tires, but I don't know. We'll just see. I'm still going to have to get 3 heads home, so my plan kind of is to put all 3 heads on this trailer with the floor like it is, or if I get it replaced, and then let my cousin or the guy I bought it from haul it home for me. I still got another truck to go pick up. We'll talk about that in another video. But all right, I'll give you some highlights, guys. Won't be too much on this one, and you might get to see the Gooseneck in action finally. If not, should be finished completely. Well, there they are. A lot easier and quicker to mount tubeless tires. Don't have to worry about pinching the tube. So got them all on there. Wait and get the balance beads. Like I said, put those in the bottom of the tire, seat it, pressurize them, and we're good to go on the tires. Well, here we go with the trailer floor, guys. I'm gonna have to put this piece of angle in, 2x2 by 1/4 inch. I think I'm gonna join them at 12 and 10. There's a piece of angle up there that pretty much rides out right close to 12 feet. I'm gonna bolt this one, or actually weld this around the back side, so it should give me about a 5-inch pad up there, and I'll put the joint of the 2 boards there so I can, you know, back my bolts up enough to where I'm not splitting the very ends of the wood. And I'm just going to do a 1 seam all the way across. See what happens. We're on a time crunch. Need to get going. Need to get the combine home and the heads. A couple other things. And I need to get this trailer finished up and out the door. So might put you on a little bit of high speed and see what we can capture. guys, pouring down rain again. Wish I could send some of this to you guys. It's done it now here in North Carolina for like 4 or 5 days straight. We've got probably 5 inches of rain. Balance bead kits. This is a whole lot nicer than what I've ever used in the past. But anyway, not sponsored by them, just something I found off Amazon. I will put the link in the description in case you're interested in this particular kit, seeing me use it. 4 8-ounce bags of beads, which will do fine for the 16-inch steel wheels. Comes with a core tool, valve core, valve stem cap, and a hose and a bottle to put it in. Basically, they usually want you to put them in through the valve stem. That's next to impossible without making a mess and losing your religion. I usually just break the tire down, which we mounted these and didn't air them up, so we're just gonna pour them all in. So I thought I'd bring along for a little bit of it. We'll see how it does. Used them before many times on trailers, never on a on-road vehicle, but that's what they're made for. Basically anything you want to balance, it just kind of, everything settles to the bottom when you take off. It centrifugal force puts it where it needs to go. So let's get started. All right, hopefully you can see. Basically all I did was just trim the end of the bottle off, slid the hose down over it. Like I said, we're just going to utilize this for ease of install. And these make a mess to kind of like glitter if you're not careful. That's one reason why I say I would definitely put them in. The tire broke down. I did this and then didn't get a funnel. Hold on, let me go get a funnel. All right, we got a little funnel here. Actually, it's the one that came with my compressor. But anyway, I don't even know if you can see it or not, guys, but we're just going to pour them all in. I mean, you can imagine how long this would take going through the valve stem. Now it can be done, don't get me wrong. I don't have that kind of patience. I've actually never done that but once or twice. I've always, because usually when I put these in, we're doing something kind of like we're doing right here, changing tires that have been balanced before. Did have some off-road on-road vehicles back in the day that I did them with, a couple of them. So I said earlier that I hadn't done it on an on-road vehicle, not something like I drive every day, I put it that way. So just gonna screw this back on. I'll get you set up in a different location. And basically, you know, they tell you if you put them in the valve core to put it at the bottom so that everything will be settled. But we're not gonna do that. We're gonna put them in the inside of the tire itself and then seat it and go from there. All right, we're gonna see what you guys can see. I'm not gonna see what you can see, I'm gonna guesstimate. So basically, I'm going to cheat a little bit, okay? I'm going to go in from this side just because I don't feel like mashing my fingers. And we're just going to dump them all inside the tire, basically. I mean, it's pretty much self-explanatory. Don't do as I do, but probably a smart move would have been to mount the tire and wheel and then just break the front side down so it doesn't fall out the other side. But these tires are pretty close to what the wheel width is, so it should be pretty simple. Once I put air on them, they should blow right out to the edge of the rim and be done with it. I've never had any trouble with like blowing the beads out or anything like that because you don't have a sudden burst. We are going to put the valve stem at the top when I put air in it, just so the beads are at the bottom. But basically that's it. You see the bottle's empty. Pretty simple that way versus trying to get them all in the valve stem. So let me get the air compressor hose over here and we'll blow it up and see how much of a mess we can make. Well guys, here it is. I had an outro done yesterday and basically was so disgusted I was ready to sell the trailer, and still not completely over it, but I'll throw a picture up here what it looked like behind the truck. How high that is. We're at 41 to 42 at the back, way high. I put my ramps down. I mean, it would be like driving up the side of the Empire State Building, pulling a regular tractor on it. I've got massive amounts of room from the top of the tire to the trailer beam, and I was really disgusted last night. Then talked to a good friend of mine. He reminded me of something I had thought about way back, and that was doing the axle flip. Me and my buddy had talked about it when I first realized about the spring hangers, but I didn't think that we were going to have near the clearance that we do on the trailer. So I'm going to try it. I went to tighten the U-bolt up yesterday to torque specs, and it stripped out. So I went this morning, a local company, and they whipped me out 8 brand new U-bolts. They're about a 1/2 inch shorter, so there's no need for those to be that long. So we're going to utilize flipping everything over, if I can manhandle that axle up in between the frame there, and see what happens. So I'll let you know how it goes. I'm not going to bring you along for the aggravating process, but you've seen the picture before. Hopefully we'll have a different picture here in a couple hours. Well, we got one flipped over, guys. Of course, a lot of other stuff's going on behind the scenes, nothing video worthy. Still gonna have to do more fabrication work, but it's close enough that I can make it work. So we're not quite as close to being finished as I wanted to be. I'll get things set up here in a second and tell you a little bit about what we're gonna do. I guess I'm just gonna drag this video out a little more lengthy than I like to, simply because I want to put it all on one and then be done with this whole project when we wrap this video up. So here's the issue. Only got 1/2 inch clearance, so that's with the equalizer kick backwards. I don't think I'm going to chance just radius in the channel up here. I don't think it'll give me enough, because once the equalizer levels out, I think we're going to be up higher than what radius, not counting a ditch or a dip or whatever. So we're going to cut it out of the way. Show you. Cut it here, cut it there, for lack of better words. Move that end board, set it on the main frame, weld it back. It'll be a box piece of probably 1/4 inch flat steel there. Same thing over that one. I haven't moved that axle yet. We'll butt the boards up against it. I've got to move this brace. That's just a joining piece of angle iron for the floor timbers. But brace there, sorry, making you sick, brace back there. So we're going to swing for the fences on it, guys, because this is going to put me back down somewhere around 29 to 31 inches, which makes me happy again and makes the project worthwhile. And we'll go from there. So like I said, I hate to keep dragging this out, but once we get done with this, you won't see the gooseneck other than hauling equipment here to the farm. Win-win, I say. Yesterday, I was ready to sell it. Well, it's amazing what some more blood, sweat, and tears will bring to pass. Still pennies on the dollar compared. I looked at some last night online. Man, I'm still in this trailer way cheap. Run down real quick. We cut everything out like I explained earlier. Flipped the piece over, slid it in. I haven't welded that yet, but basically we'll have a metal plate that will go there, and I'll box the trailer floor around it. This brace was there. I had to cut it and move it. We'll put it back here to give it extra support on this small piece, and then the big piece of angle iron that's on the floor will go back across here. And then of course I've got my long piece there sticking up. I've still got to double that up here where the boards are going to meet. But I'm tickled, guys. Let's wrap this one up. Tired and sweaty. I'm going home. I know you guys are tired of seeing all this stuff on the gooseneck, but regardless, we won. Another extra day, some more fabrication, not any more materials, just, I mean, I bought the U-bolts this morning, no big deal there. But we did it. 10,000 pound axles under the trailer, and it's back down to 31, 32 inches, so I can't complain one iota. Well worth it in the long run. We'll try to button up on everything tomorrow with the welding, putting the braces in, whatever, and hopefully get everything situated where I can start on the floor, hopefully next week. I wanted to try to go get the combine. I'm not sure when you'll be watching this, but before July the 4th, of course. And I'm not sure I'm going to make it. Just depends on how everything goes with the next couple days, but we'll see. I don't think I'm going to film the trailer floor. If any of you guys want to see me doing that, or any information on it, drop it down in the comments. But if I don't get much feedback on it, we're just going to go on. I'm sure you're tired of seeing it. But if you're interested in any apparel, merchandise, whatever you want to say, I'll put the link in the description to Mad Moose Designs. Pop over there, IP Farms, check them out. And we'll see what happens over the next couple of days, guys. I am wore slap out, and we're going to go home and spend some time with the wife and get some supper and get a shower. Get back on it tomorrow. So really appreciate everybody being here. Thank you for following on the journey with me. All the new subscribers and the old ones, you guys are amazing. The support. Sorry about the content here lately, but it'll pick up. Got to get all this stuff finished up before 2024. See what happens over the next couple of days, guys. Till then, thank you.